So, you have a picture, and you want to store this picture. Well, it's made up of smaller picture elements or pixels arranged in a grid. Each pixel is a color made up of 3 channels for the 3 additive primary colors, red, green, and blue. These can range in value from 0 to 255. So, with 256 possible values, they can be represented by 8 bits, or 1 byte. And with 3 channels for each pixel, that is 3 bytes per pixel. The whole image is 1500 by 2000 pixels, totaling 3 million. And with 3 bytes per pixel, that is 9 million bytes, or 9 megabytes. But this is the bitmap format. And this image is a PNG, which is lossless, meaning it can perfectly capture the information of every pixel, and it is only 2.5 megabytes. So, how is it so much smaller? This is due to compression, where it finds patterns in the pixels to reduce the data it needs to store. But this comes at a computational cost in both encoding and decoding the patterns. We can plot this trade-off with 2 axes. With increasing computational cost, we can increase the compression. This trade-off continues with the lossless WebP format. So, can we just keep trading computational costs to get ultimate compression? Well, no. Every image has a certain amount of entropy in it, which is how much actual information is in the image. Like, if we wanted to store every pixel of this image in just 1 byte, that simply wouldn't be possible because there's too much information in the image, giving us an entropy limit. This limit changes depending on the entropy of the image we're trying to store. So for minimal entropy, a picture of 1 solid color, the limit allows for maximal compression. But for this, there is no need for any computational cost trade-off because the image is so simple. And for maximal entropy, a picture of random noise, the limit confines us to not have any computational trade-off because there are no patterns to be found. However, we can reduce the entropy of the image by adding lossiness, which gets rid of some of the information in the original image, allowing for more compression. This is where JPEG and JPEG XL live, getting rid of high-frequency information that our human eyes wouldn't notice in the reconstruction of the image. You might then wonder, if we have a JPEG at this fixed computational cost, can we just keep increasing the lossiness to compress it further? You can, but the loss of information starts to noticeably affect the image. So, you must increase the computational cost to get rid of the information in a smarter way that affects the output image less. This gives us another bound on our surface of compression. These bounds converge at the origin with the uncompressed bitmap, but they also seem to converge up here where there would be maximum compression, the anti-bitmap. Because of the bounds we've defined, this compression would need to have complete lossiness and extreme computational cost. What type of patterns could this maximum compression exploit? If only there was some system that could have evolved over millennia to take in visual input, describe what's going on, and turn this description into tangible data. That's right, I'm talking about a textual description capturing the semantics of the image. Using ASCII encoding, each character is only 1 byte, so this 2,225 character text file is only 2,225 bytes, or 2.2 kilobytes. Comparing this to the other compression format sizes for the same picture, we see just how astonishing this scale of compression is. That's all good, but how do we then decode this compression? We could just read it and imagine the image, but let's say we want something tangible. The answer lies in generative AI. This is why the semantic compression lies at the apex of the graph. Total loss coming from none of the original pixels being carried on, and very high computational cost coming from the use of generative AI models. These AI models are also used to encode the image to get this semantic compression. Well, how good can this regeneration of the image be from the semantic compression? Not gonna lie, it's better than I thought it'd be, but it does come with the cost of having completely different faces. We can apply the same concept to video, as this 3D surface we defined describes compression in general, not just image compression. We have this 5 megabyte video, and using AI we can turn it into a 1 kilobyte textual description, which is even smaller than the semantic compression of the single image we did earlier. And then we can regenerate the video from this 1 kilobyte description. Again, better than I expected. You can see how it is 100% lossy, as none of the original pixels exist in the regeneration. In doing this, I realized that this 100% lossy compression has a cool feature. It can act as a copyright filter, taking videos YouTube will auto-detect as copyrighted and making them copyright no more. I decided to test this with the first 10 minutes of the movie Blue Velvet, as I already had the MP4 of it on my laptop. So I wrote some code that will take the movie and split it into shots, then generate a description for each shot. However, the AI can only generate 5 seconds of video, so I then had to split each shot into 5-second segments with a description for each. Doing this, I was able to turn the 190 megabyte MP4 of the first 10 minutes of Blue Velvet into a 92.7 kilobyte text file. I decided to also do the audio just to be absolutely sure the decompression can't be copyright strike. The audio was slightly more difficult and didn't come out so good. But anyways, here's the first 10 minutes of Blue Velvet, semantically decompressed and copyright free. It's kind of funny if you pull up the actual movie in another tab to compare it side by side.
Bum. Bum, bum.
She wore blue velvet. Bluer than velvet was the night. Softer than satin was the light from the stars. She wore blue velvet. Bluer than velvet were her eyes. Warmer than May, her tender sighs. Love was ours. Ours love I held tightly. Feeling the rapture grow like a flame burning brightly. But when she fled, gone was the glow of blue velvet. But in my heart still holds you. Life is that warm perfume.
Oh.
Lobs, lobs, lobs. Lumber is the pines. Lumberton, USA. It's a sunny, woodsy day in Lumberton.
What the hell is that? The mighty WOOD, the musical voice of lumber. With the sound of the falling tree. It's 9:30. There's a whole lot of wood waiting out there.
Your son Jeffrey's here to see you.
7894. Hey, Nat.
Do you have a Detective Williams still working here? Yes, he's up in room 221.
Through that door. Thank you.
Detective Williams. My name is Jeffrey Beaumont. I live near you. I believe you know my father, Tom Beaumont, Beaumont's hardware store. I understand he's in the hospital. Okay, I guess. They're doing tests, that's why I'm home. Anyway, I was at the hospital this morning, and coming home through the field behind our neighborhood, there behind Vista. I, found it in here. A human ear. That's right. Let's take a look at it. That's a human ear, all right. Let's take it down to the coroner's office and see what they make of it. Then I want you to show me exactly where you found it.
The morgue records, but I don't recall anything coming in minus an ear.
The person may very well still be alive, somewhere.
What can you tell about the person from the ear? Well, once the tests are done, quite a lot. Sex, blood type, whether or not the ear came off a dead person. Also, it looks like the ear was cut off with scissors.
I'm going out for a while. No, I'm just gonna walk around. Well, Jeffrey, you're not going down by Lincoln, are you? No, I'm just going to walk around the neighborhood.
You.
Is Tim Williams here? Oh, yes. Come on in. Oh no, Jeffrey, you found something which is very interesting to us. Very interesting. I know you must be curious to know more. But I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you not to tell anybody. One day, when it's all sewed up. Oh, is it old? Right now, though, I can't. I understand. Just real curious, like you said. I was the same way myself when I was your age. I guess that's what got me into this business. Must be great. It's horrible, too. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. That's the way it has to be. Anyway. I know you do understand.